Hello, friend, it's Boras here, and welcome back. It is time for a new chapter with FIFA 23, and today we have a nice head start with the best starter squads from the top 5 leagues FX, and also one nice hybrid, so 6 squads in total. And when I say starter squad, I mean a budget up to around 150k based on prices last year, which you should be able to afford quite quickly if you just grind without points. Now, let's get into it. And we start out with my favorite league here, Serie A, and I think to start out this game is easy to just have one league because this new chem system is quite complicated and it will take some time to really master this one and to understand it fully. So I think just having one league at the start is easier, and then make small upgrades every week and you will just have the same chemistry. It's gonna be, of course, always full chemistry with the same league. So here you have Vesserio, again looks fantastic. Defense here, great options. Fullbacks, Gersens, Dumfries I think is a nice duo. Maybe not so quick, but pace is enough. Dumfries here, very powerful. If you want maybe a bit better dribbling, you can use here instead Lazzari, but he's not as strong. And Gersens can play here, also left mid and left wing back. He is very versatile. Defense here very quick. Ibanez, Skriniar. If he's priced though, Skriniar, which I think he will not be because it's not the highest pace, you could use instead maybe Bremen also looks great. 84 defending for 83 rating is great. Or Kim Min-jae as well if you want a bit more pace. But I think Skriniar should be quite affordable. Midfield amazing. Tonali with some really good physicality and pace, and Pellegrini as well. 84 dribbling, good passing, great as box to box. And Zielinski looks magnificent as well with the 5-star weak foot. This here with nice upgrades, great dribbling, and overall it's gonna be amazing here as box to box. This here says that he is off position, but this is just glitching. He can play here cam center mid. Tonali the same, so this website is just bugging slightly at the moment. And Dybala, this year lost pace and lost I think 1 rating, but still amazing, and I think with this pace will be quite cheap. He has 90 dribbling, that is unreal, and some good passing. Great shooting, should be here a great cam for a quite good price. Acceleration is good for a cam, that's a key. Sprint speed not the highest, but again as a cam should be great. And Chiro, great finishing here. I think always good option for probably max 15k. Jumping here is good, physicality is good. Finishing here 91. And if something will matter this game, it is this stat here, finishing, because finishing in this next game is difficult. In 23 it's gonna be hard, so you want to look for players up top that have good finishing. And Chiro surely has that. And Muriel also a good option, always. It's gonna be cheap with some nice dribbling, pace, and decent shooting. Otherwise, you have also Osimhen, good choice, and Zaniolo. But Serie A this year looks really fantastic. And then we have Bundesliga. I think it looks great overall as well, especially defense. You have some really pacey options for center backs. Castells here also I think is always good. And Frimpong, one of the quickest players, should not be so expensive either because he is only 80 rating and has quite low defending. But with chem style should be fine, and with full chemistry should give him a nice boost. And Raum this year looks very good. 87 pace and quite physical. Good option here on the left back position. Midfield, Emre Can, always great here. Almost all base stats over 80 is great. Might be though quite pricey, but then you could use instead maybe something like Sabitzer or something. And Limed I think always gonna be quite cheap. With great stats, 90 stamina, aggressive, 86 interceptions, and some great pace is great here as a center mid. And Kimmich, this one, 89 rating, might be pricey, but I don't think so because he has 68 pace. But the thing is, he is going to be here CDM, and for CDM, you don't need sprint speed as much. The key is acceleration, which he has here, 77, so pace for him is a bit misleading. So the only issue for him is pace, otherwise this card is unreal with some great stats, defending, physicality also with some great stamina, amazing passing. But I think since he has 68 pace, people will get scared and he's going to be cheap. And that is a nice bargain here for this 89 Kimmich. And then Bundesliga attack, maybe not so good. So if you play Bundesliga actually, I think the best one is to have some kind of hybrid up top with a different league. because yeah, Wirtz is pretty much the best cheap cam. He has good dribbling, but maybe not the best pace, and physicality also quite poor. Timo Werner as well. He has a pace, yes, but then shooting only 80, I think might be a small problem. 78 finishing is not the best compared to Chiro that has 91. That is a massive difference. And also Malen, same here. Finishing here, key stat is too low, I think 79. So for a cheap team, I don't think Bundes has the best options up top. I think it is better here to go for some kind of hybrid, but defense though, amazing. Then we have La Liga Santander, and also fantastic. For starter teams, looks so good, and also plenty of room to make upgrades. We have up top Flicks, not gonna be surprised because not the highest pace, faster skill moves, and 88 dribbling with some okay shooting, but overall I think it should be affordable definitely. And Papo Gomez, good pace, good dribbling. He can play here left winger and cam. Again, this one here is glitching. You have Corona, double 5. That's unreal. Double 5. Poor man's Dembele, you could say easily. He can play here both left side, right side. And he has some great dribbling and also good defending. So he could play in the game as well as some kind of right wing back or even center mid. Midfield is powerful. The Paul looks so good. You can see here his stats a bit closer. Dribbling is good, physicality is great, stamina amazing, stat tackle, key stat great here as well, passing very solid, and pace is definitely okay with some nice shooting. The Paul looks great and not the highest pace, which means hopefully not so expensive either. You have options like Valverde, Llorente, they're gonna be expensive, but this is of course way more affordable. And Darder as well, Sergio Darder got a nice pace upgrade, looks now great as well with some good dribbling as well, great passing as box to box, looks fantastic. And Kessier, I think this year will be a great gem as well. He was last year so good, and this year looks pretty much as good as last year's card with 93 stamina, so physical, defending is also great, amazing as CDM, the poor man's Vieira. And the rest is definitely okay here, very well rounded. But if he is pricey, you can try out instead here. Chouamini should be cheaper, of course, if you cannot afford Kessier. Defense all here great as well. Espino looks so good and also will be cheap. 87 pace, 74 defending, and also 82 physicality is super solid with 90 stamina. I love that. Stamina, of course, a key stat. And Montiel as well. I think is probably the best right back option for a good price. Aggression 87, stamina 93, and defending is definitely okay. With even here some nice agility, and dribbling overall is not so bad. Center backs, Reinildo from Athletic could play here both left back and center back. And Araujo here, powerful and big. I think this should be a nice duo. And keeper Bono, he is tall, that's the key, and some nice diving. Otherwise also you have Memphis could also play here left winger. You can see here center forward and left winger. And if let's say the Paul is priced, you could also use here Canales, who is gonna be a gem for sure. That could also play here center mid. And then we have Liga. I think maybe not the best option for a starter team, because either it is cheap and not the best, or very pricey. PSG players, of course, these guys, the oil players, is gonna be expensive. And some of these prices, I'm not sure. Sanchez might be expensive. Last year he was around 10k, but also he was not playing in PSG. He was then in Lille. So you might see here a bit the PSG tax. If he's pricey, could use instead the Kakari. He's gonna be, of course, way cheaper. And yeah, this team otherwise is not so powerful. Defense is okay, but I mean attack here for Liga is not really amazing. 77. And Ben Yedder Rat King should be great. 81 pace, great dribbling, and here finishing for him is nice with 87 and 5-star weak foot. Hopefully for him max 40k. And if he is too pricey, you could use it here instead. David should be, of course, way cheaper, and still, of course, very good option. Soler looks great here box to box, but also yeah, might be pricey. Fofana I think will be cheap, and great CDM here, very powerful. 85 physicality is great. And also overall has some surprisingly nice dribbling for a CDM type. Very good option. Defending though not the highest, but yeah, with some chem style should be quite fine. Nuno Mensch also might be pricey for the PSG tax. Could use then instead Ismaili. You have here Mukiele, could play center back. You have Todibo and Traore, I think the best cheap option for right back in Liga. And keeper, I think will be nice here. Papa Schmeichelson, Kasper Schmeichel. Then move to Nice out of nowhere. Maybe he wanted to play with Atal. Maybe that's why. And finally, we have here Premier League, of course, which will be the most popular option. You have so many great options here that they should not be too pricey. Zaha might be expensive, of course, if he's too much. Could use instead Rashford. I got this year a massive downgrade, but still has faster skill moves. You have also your Isak, faster weak foot, will be cheap, great overall, man. He's so tall as well. He has the pace, he has dribbling. Maybe not the best shooting, but still, I think a great option. And also your Lucas Moura, he got the downgrade as well, but still looks very solid with some great dribbling. Midfield, Nunez 79, a nice gem. All base stats over 70, should be a nice box-to-box. Paquetá as well, faster skill moves. And I think hopefully will be cheap because he's not so quick. And then Zakaria might be pricey, but looks very good. If he's too expensive, could use instead Rice. Also looks as a nice replacement. That's going to be way cheaper. Defense here, powerful, OP, and hopefully not so expensive. Tierney left back. You also have options like Malacia. A long list of options there. And also Mbappe, I think it should be quite cheap because he's only 77 rating. And Prem has now simply better options, but he's always good. And the center backs, Godfrey, Akanji, great duo. Akanji here not as quick, but a bit more powerful. And then Godfrey next to him, the quick option. Yeah, they should be a nice duo, a nice complement to each other. In the goal, Pope, I think always, of course, very powerful. But yes, Prem this year truly looks fantastic. Wow. And finally, we have this one that I got sent from one of my viewers. A 3-league hybrid with the full chemistry. Well done. Combining this very powerful Liga NOS defense with Pepe, Inacio, Grimaldo, Ba. They also have San Justin, they have Verissimo as well. So many options for hopefully a cheap price. But not the best midfielder, not the best attack. That's why it is good choice here with the hybrid. You have then Serie A and La Liga for the rest. Lealdo might be a bit pricey, but a great card. The double 4 should have been also higher rating, but that is a different story. And then, as we mentioned here, these great options: De Paul, Dybala, Felix, and also Correa, which we have not mentioned yet. The double 4, great pace, great dribbling, and also some very good shooting. Shouldn't be too expensive, and really a great starter choice. This whole team is amazing, so well done to this viewer. Well done. Full chemistry despite this system. Hats off. But that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Good luck with your starter squads. I'll be back again on Thursday with the start of the new RTG season. And from there, we're gonna have again daily uploads back to the channel with some RTG tutorials and a lot more. I cannot wait for this new chapter to start and this new chapter to be written. So see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. As always, until next time. Take care.